Hi Scorpio, this is Tantric Tarot, and this is going to be your general tarot reading for the month of March 2019, and this is going to be specifically focused on your love life. I also wanted to mention that in a general reading, the energy can be vice versa. It can go both ways. It just depends on which side of the coin you're on. So for example, if I say something like, someone wants to reach out to you and they want to communicate with you this month, that could actually be your energy. You could be the one that's wanting to reach out to somebody. So that's just an example, okay? So Scorpio, what I'm seeing here for your energy is, in your overall energy, you have the Ace of Cups, and you also have loss on top of this. And what's interesting about this is you actually have the Ace of Cups reversed for your Romance Angel card, and it says free yourself. And I'll get into this in a second, but what's very fascinating about this is you have the Ace of Cups reversed here, and you have the Ace of Cups here in your overall energy, and you have loss clarifying this. Now, what does this mean? Well, this is clearly saying the same thing. This is saying, Scorpio, that there has been a situation in love that you've had to walk away from, very obviously. And you feel that this situation had a lot of promise. You feel like there was a lot of love in that situation with this person, but this has come to an end. And especially being in your overall energy, it's going to be something that's quite still in your energy this month, okay? That you're still working through this. And I do recall in our elemental reading for last month when I did the water signs, there was a broken heart involved. So that would make sense. Now, right next to this, you have the Three of Wands, and you have money on top of this. You have virtue here. This is what this card in this deck means, virtue, and money clarifying this. Scorpio, you're very focused on your stability, you're very focused on your money, you're very focused on your career, because you've experienced a loss in love here, and that's very obvious. And I don't see that as necessarily a bad thing. I think that when you have experienced a loss in love, refocusing your energy back on yourself is the only intelligent thing to do. Now, being that you have the Three of Wands here, you are going to be experiencing action that is being taken by you this month when it comes to your stability, when it comes to your career, when it comes to your money. I'm also seeing travel here for some of you, because I did pull some extra cards for you. You do have the Four of Wands, which is completion, but you also have the Eight of Wands, which is swiftness, and this does indicate communication and travel. And then you have the Four of Swords here, which is truce. You also have message on top of this, and I'll get into this later, but I am seeing for some of you, not for all of you, but for some of you, you will be moving location, especially with your Four of Wands and your Eight of Wands here, okay? There is travel indicated here, or moving locations. For others of you, this is saying that you're going to be receiving communication with the message here clarifying this. It's going to happen very fast with the Eight of Wands here. Again, that does symbolize communication as well. And this is going to be a completion with this person. So you're tying up the loose ends. It's coming to be a full circle with this person. You have two fours here and an 8. So 4 plus 4 is 8. You're coming to completion with this person. And this was a karmic cycle. And this person, I feel, is very much connected to your sense of stability, especially with the 4 here, the number 4. But there's going to be, I'm getting the sense of forgiveness here, because you have truce here and you have communication. I feel like, Scorpio, someone wants to ask you for forgiveness. I feel like someone here is going to be communicating with you and trying to close the cycle in a way that involves forgiveness. And this is going to happen very quickly. Again, you could be the one that's reaching out to this person and seeking forgiveness, but there's definitely an aspect here of needing to forgive. And you are going to be receiving communication in regards to this month. Now, for your timeline, Scorpio, you have 3 pages here. You have the Princess of Discs, the Princess of Wands, and the Princess of Swords. Someone here is wanting to come in, and they're wanting to offer you some kind of tangible, again, I'm just getting the word forgiveness, some kind of tangible communication that needs to be cleared up here. There needs to be a full circle that's involved with this. And this has to do with a commitment that you were involved with, because you have commitment here, And then you have the Ace of Swords. So Scorpio, you're going to be receiving a lot of clarity. You have two aces here, the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups. You are going to be getting that enlightenment moment or that aha moment with regards to this commitment or connection or past relationship. And it is going to be a breakthrough for you. And I am seeing a lot of communication as well with this person. However, even though you want this, because you do have desire on top of the Page of Discs, I'm getting a sense that someone here is behaving immaturely, because you have, again, 3 pages here. And then in your energy, you're showing up as the Knight of Cups. Whenever I see a difference in that, meaning the page is more of an immature energy than the Knight, that can definitely indicate that someone's not on the same level as you emotionally. Okay? Now, you do have the Page of Wands here, and you have anger on top of this. You have the Page of Swords here, which can definitely indicate more communication, but you have enemy on top of this. So you have anger and enemy. I feel like this person brought a lot of drama into your life. It's just not a very good energy that I'm sensing from this, because they are showing up as being quite argumentative, especially being that they are showing up as the enemy and as being very angry. That's not a very good energy. You are going to be receiving communication about this or from this person. And even though there was a lot of passion with this person, the energy is very much not... It's not positive, okay? There seems to be a lot of conflict with this person, and they were not being a very good character in your life. Now, before the cross watchers get all angry about that, again, this can be vice versa. And also with the Page of Swords, that can indicate that someone has been keeping an eye on you. Someone that has been very passionate towards you, someone that does want to give you something here. And I feel like you're going to really be seeing through people this month. You're going to be really, having that eagle eye when it comes to the clarity about people's character, okay? Now, you do end on a very positive note. You do have the Star here, and you also have merriment on top of this. Pisces actually had a very similar spread. They had a lot of similar cards, so for some of you, you may be dealing with a Pisces, but it doesn't have to be that sign. I'm actually seeing every sign here with, the earth sign here, fire sign here, and air sign. But the fact that you end with the Star and merriment, which is happiness, Spirit is saying here that you need to really follow your own star. You need to follow your own dreams. You need to follow your own feelings, because that's the only thing that's going to bring you happiness in this entire situation. And in terms of reconciling with anybody who is like this, they're showing up as not really being the best for you. That's what I'm seeing, okay? But you will be getting communication from this person, and there is going to be talks of forgiveness. That's very, very obvious what's happening here. Now, in your energy, you have judgment and you have jealousy. There may have been a third-party situation involved here because you do have 3 pages, especially because you have jealousy on top of judgment. And whenever you have judgment in a reading, it does speak about the past coming back around, so just be aware of that. And of course, with jealousy on top of this, I feel like this was a dramatic situation that occurred, and it's going to be rearing its head again this month for you. And this is in your energy. And for some of you, this person may have made you very jealous because of how they were acting here, quite immaturely. I'm also getting a sense of control with anger and enemy here, and 2 pages here. But you're going to be seeing through this with the Ace of Swords. And this definitely is regarding a commitment that you had with somebody, or that you're currently experiencing. Now, again, you do have the Knight of Cups in your energy, and you are a water sign, so that does make sense. But you have sadness on top of this. Be careful who you offer your love to this month, because if you're offering it to people that are not emotionally mature, that are quite argumentative, that do not have your best interest at heart, that is not going to bring you happiness. So be aware of who you are offering a fresh start with. If you're the one that's trying to, bring a truce to a situation, just be careful of who you are bringing back into your life, okay? And for others of you, this is going to be coming through to you. So someone is going to be reaching out to you. But I'm not seeing this as something that's going to make you very happy. I feel like so long as you trust your intuition and follow your own North Star, that's what's going to bring you happiness, because I'm seeing a dichotomy here between someone not being right for you, okay? And you're going to really get the clarity that you need this month. And I'm saying that also because your romance angel cards are validating that for me as well. And again, we have the Ace of Cups reversed, and you have Free Yourself reversed. So for some of you, you're still holding on to this. And it is not making you happy, because some of you are still revisiting the past with Judgment here. And Spirit is saying you have not freed yourself from this energy, because even though it was promising, it's not looking like it's really going to work out here. And again, the good news is that you're ending with the Star, okay? And you're ending with happiness. And it's not that this person's bringing you this happiness, because they're not going to go from angry and from being the enemy to all of a sudden becoming your North Star. That doesn't make sense, okay? So you're going to be taking back your power here and following your own joy. And that also goes back to your own stability here with the Three of Wands. And you also have children here, and you have the Five of Swords. So for some of you, you are dealing with people's children in this situation. I'm picking up on, for some of you, you're dealing with someone that already has children, or perhaps even merging two families together where there has been a lot of conflict regarding this. And for others of you, I'm sensing that perhaps there was even a conflict or an argument that's going to take place this month, or that you've already had, where someone did not want what you wanted. Someone may have not wanted children, or you did not want children, and that could have been what caused not seeing eye to eye, not being on the same page with what you both wanted, okay, in that commitment. But regardless, there's definitely an issue with regards to children in this situation and creating conflict as a result of this, okay? It's going to be slightly different for each of you, but that is coming through. You also have calling in your soulmate, and you have the Four of Cups reversed. So obviously some of you are not satisfied with the options that you've been receiving. You've become emotionally dulled to it, and you're just not happy with what has been occurring for you. And as a result of this, you are calling in your soulmate, your real soulmate. And your dissatisfaction is going to change, okay? Because you're energetically calling this person in. And again, that goes back to the Star energy. And this is quite a divine energy as well. So listen to your spirit guides, because I feel like they are guiding you. Okay? And in this depiction, this woman does have an angel behind her, and she is praying for her soulmate. So that is very similar to the Star energy. And you also have a wedding, and you have the Nine of Swords. Some of you are very anxious about a particular commitment, either a commitment that's going to be occurring for you, or a commitment that you've already agreed to be a part of. And this is creating a lot of anxiety, a lot of mental unrest. And again, this goes back to the Ace of Swords and commitment right on top of this. Be very clear with what you want, what you truly desire. What do you truly want in your life? And who do you want to bring that to you? Okay, just be very clear within yourself, because if you're sending out mixed signals, then your spirit guides are not going to be completely sure what it is that you need to learn at this time, or what it is that you actually want. But a lot of you, I'm seeing here, you're very much in your head about a relationship here. It doesn't have to be a marriage, because this is a general reading. I'm also seeing that some of you are not sure if you ever want to get married. You're not sure if you really want to do that. And that's perfectly fine. We don't all have to get married, you know. society sets certain things up for us that says you have to do this, you have to have kids, you then have to get, you have to get married, you have to buy the white picket fence in the house, you have to get the dog. Not all of us are going to be happy with that setup. And you have to be very, very honest with yourself in what you actually want, what's actually going to make you happy. Okay? And for others of you, if you're really fretting over the fact that maybe you don't want this, maybe you don't want to get married, maybe someone has offered you something and it doesn't feel quite right, and you are really in your head about whether or not you want to tie yourself down with this person, and it's not sitting right with you. If you're really in your head about this with a 9 of Swords and it's keeping you up at night, this commitment or this idea of commitment, you need to ask yourself intuitively what is going to make you happy. And that's very clear with what Spirit is saying here. It's very, very obvious. And because you're showing up as the Knight of Cups, the Knights move forward and the pages offer messages. But just be careful of, again, revisiting the past with judgment here, things that have made you feel emotionally unwell. That also reminds me of something. If you feel, whenever you're in the presence of someone, if you feel that you're energetically feeling off, if you cannot relax around this person with the 9 of Swords, if something just does not feel right, there's a reason why you're feeling that way. You need to follow your own path. Okay, and even if someone comes in here with communication, and I'm seeing they are, and they want to ask you for forgiveness because they want to build some kind of stability with you very quickly. For some of you, I just heard you're moving, you're traveling, and this person knows that, and they want to kind of snatch you back up before you go. I'm seeing that for a small percentage of you, and that's why they're coming in here very fast, because they want to quickly clear the air. They want to quickly, get that truce with you and get in good graces with you. I'm just seeing a warning here, okay? And you can get a private reading with me if you need more clarity on this, but it's very, very obvious what's happening. I just do not like the fact that you have 2 pages here, anger, enemy, and you have clarity coming in about this, and then you have sadness on top of you. That's not a very positive energy, but the fact that you end with the Star, that is positive. That means you need to really trust yourself. And do not move forward towards things or people or places that are going to make you sad. And you will know that based on your own intuition. Okay? You just need to get clear with the Ace of Swords here, and clear about what you need in a commitment and what you truly want. And right now you are focusing on your finances here with the 3 of Wands. And matter of fact, Pisces did have the same combination here. They had the Ace of Cups and the 3 of Wands for their overall energy. So the Pisces energy may be very significant to you in the month of March. Oh gosh, yeah, it is Pisces season. Duh. Okay, that makes sense. So Scorpio, that's, you can't get any more clear than this, and you are going to be receiving clarity. And you do have a lot of energy around you in terms of major arcanas with the Star and Judgment, and Spirit is saying to reflect on what you have learned thus far so that you don't get sucked back into a whirlwind, okay? So that's what I'm seeing for you for the month of March, Scorpio, and I truly hope this helped you. And if you would like to get a personal reading with me, you always can, and I'll talk to you guys next month. Bye-bye.